So, this is viral on the internet, as you can expect. Apparently, it's the maiden speech that the youngest MP in 170 years, Miss Hara Rawiti, has given it to the parliament. Now, I don't think it's a maiden speech. I gotta say, I'm not an expert in New Zealand politics, but I do recognize a haka when I see one. A lot of people are making fun of this. I genuinely don't understand why. Because I do value when a nation state is proud of its heritage. I don't like this whole multicultural thing where everyone has to like the same, everything has to be the same. We all have to have the same uh, Amazonian flags, and we all have to pretend we like the same things, and we have to pretend we're offended by the same thing. I don't like that. No, 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 no. I like diversity, when nations do have like their personal heritage. And when it comes to New Zealand, their hakas are very impressive. Yeah. I would say this again, like I'm not an expert in New Zealand culture, so I genuinely don't know, but like most of the hakas that I have seen have been done by men. And why they do look a little bit ridiculous, especially when the men stick their tongues out and stuff, they are very intimidating. Now, usually I get to see them. I think when Jason Momoa, the actor, did it, you get to see them in sports. And you also get to see them if you go on YouTube at various weddings and celebrations. So when men do them, while they are ridiculous, they are incredibly intimidating. When a lady does it, not so much, right? So I think like this is why the internet is making this post go viral. Again, I'm not sure into the tradition of New Zealand if women do haka. From my research, it seems that they do, but I do not know if it's the same dance like the men, and I definitely do not know if you have like the same moves and the same grimaces, expressions. But maybe someone from New Zealand can tell me about this. Like the only thing that I would see concerning here, and it's like concerning as in, I wouldn't like it if it happened in Romania. Let's put it like this. This concept is like the youngest person to be MP. I gotta say I don't like the oldest either. Like I don't think that the American politics, where people die in office as a trend, is something to be proud of, right? Like when you become old, and I will become old one day. You do get like a lot of old people disease. Like it's time to retire. It's time to go home, spend time with your children, enjoy the golden years. You don't want to be in parliament, like you get to have dementia, benefit from other things that elderly people get, and all of us are going to get old, and we may benefit from those. So maybe it's time to relax. You have brittle bones. You're more exposed to COVID. It's like just stay home, right? So I personally don't like when I see people by the age of 75 or 80 that are in the House of Representatives. And I'm aware that even when it comes to right wingers in America, Donald Trump is getting close. But like, still, but at the same time, I also don't like when I see people that are incredibly young. I mean, 21 years old to be prime minister. It's is it nepotism? Like how do you get that? Like what type of life experience do you must have in order to claim that you have like sufficient knowledge of international politics, of how your country works, on understanding the various people in your country and what they desire in order to be a leader, right? Like this is the thing that I personally have an issue with. Again, it's not like I have an issue with New Zealand. I mean, they chose this lady, good for her. But I wouldn't want in Romania to have someone this young, man or woman. It's like 21. I mean, because the thing is, like, I know how I was thinking at 21. I know, like, my understanding of the universe and life when I was 21. And unless you're, like, a child genius or something, then it is what it is. I do not know the politics of this lady. I do not know if she is left-leaning or right-leaning. I haven't listened to any of her speeches. Probably is not going to do worse than Arden. Arden, like... Yeah, I don't think she's going to do worse than that. But at this point, I do suppose that the role of a modern politician is not that of a statesman. I mean, we do not have the politicians of old that we read in books. We do not have the Winston Churchills. We do not have the the Eisenhowers. Like, what do we do? Well, we get to have actors. And by actors, I mean like a politician now is someone that usually avoids debates, usually avoids any type of confrontation, and just sits there, reads from a teleprompter, signs a couple of papers that their aides are telling them, you have to sign this, you have to sign that. And that is the role of a modern day politician. Of course, not everyone is like this. There are exceptions, but this is what I expect, right? So, if this is the case, I mean, yeah, sure, you can have a younger person that is the front of the party, I suppose, right? Because the decisions are made by the people who write the script. They write the prompt. They tell you what papers to sign, so on and so forth. You know, I guess it's due to the advancement of technology. Maybe things always were like this, and we just have like a romanticized version of the past. It's very hard to tell. But still, you know, I am curious from people from New Zealand to tell me what you guys think of this lady, and I am also very curious to know if the haka is usually performed by men, or if like the same dance moves and the same motions and chants can be done by women. From what I see in this video, it seems that the people behind her they like it and they're encouraging her to continue. So I don't think that it is bewildering. Like I don't think like she did something that was not done before, because otherwise they would have said it's the first woman ever to have sung the haka. The liberal media would not hesitate on that. So I no, like I don't want to make fun of her. There's nothing to be made fun of yet. I haven't seen. It's like, okay, well, it's a traditional New Zealand thing. She is the Prime Minister of New Zealand. Yeah, I mean, go for it. Anyway, right. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.